Hi, everyone. Thank you for clicking through to the fifth edition of the Braintree SkyRocket Sessions with myself and Dimitri.
Yeah, the goal of today's session is to introduce you to an exciting Braintree solution called Verde.
What is a Verde?
Well, I'm glad you asked. It's the Latin word for green. But in this context, it's a sophisticated HR solution developed by Braintree's amazing emerging technology team.
Okay, so this is something new.
Yes, it is. And the whole Vivica group is excited about it. And if you're part of the Vivica group, you may have already seen it. But for those of you who haven't, let's take a look around.
Okay, I think I know which one you're talking about.
I believe you do.
Cool. So what's the purpose of Verde, Dimitri?
I'm glad you asked. The purpose of Verde is to make every workday a good one.
Okay, so how does it do that?
So Verde focuses on three core concepts: decentralization, user-driven administration, and automation. And these three concepts come together to make work simpler, better, and faster.
Isn't there a bank with that tagline? Okay, but how does it make work simpler?
I'm glad you asked. Let's talk about a business process that can be painful. Consider the onboarding process.
Okay, onboarding, like onboarding a new employee.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
So if we look at the current process, it is riddled with emails and manual processes.
Okay. But Dimitri, maybe before we jump into Verde, tell us a bit more about what an HR system is.
Okay, fair point. HR systems are fairly diverse across the board, but most of them exist to serve these key processes. They serve as employee data centers for everything from your pay slips to your tax documents. They allow you to request leave and get approvals, as well as generating organograms.
Okay, so I use the company HR system to do all of that. Okay, and you're saying Verde is similar to that, but what makes it different to what we're using in-house?
Oh, so much. But let's focus on time efficiency and automation for now.
Okay.
So a study conducted by Asana shows that employees spend roughly 58% of their time organizing work and only 42% of their time using the skills they were hired for.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of time.
Yeah, and that increases to 62% for managers.
Wow. Imagine what that looks like in rands and cents.
It is probably safer not to, or CFOs might find themselves pulling out their hair.
Yeah, for sure. So does Verde solve this problem?
To a degree, yes, but let's look at a sample process where they will simplify. So here we are looking at the onboarding process. It's no secret that there are a few different teams that come together to do this. And this slides illustrate that and shows the follow-ups and additions that are included in each transaction. It's quite a tedious process, and I'm sure you can look at this process and add your own example within the business environment.
Yeah, I can think of a few.
Now, let's look at how Verde handles this process. So HR simply adds the new employee, uploads the completed onboarding forms, and Verde does the rest.
Okay, wait. So it's like one step. How does that work?
Well, Verde is filled with powerful features and can be configured to work within your company's processes and then actions them automatically based on a specific task, in this case, adding a new employee. Once this happens, Verde pulls the required data from the portal and file uploads, such as ID documents, and updates the internal system where required. It sends out requests to IT for new hardware and sends requests to security to generate new security tags. These tasks then live within Verde, and once the responsible employee marks it as complete, Verde will advise HR that this task is completed. Verde also triggers automatic notifications to remind teams or employees responsible to complete the task before the deadline to ensure that the new employee joins the team without any friction.
Cool. That's that's quite impressive, Dimitri. So this same concept can be applied to various different business processes.
Yeah, that is correct. And Verde may not be able to get that 58% down to 0, but it will sure help push it down and get your employees spending more time using the skills they were hired for.
Yeah. So Verde should be able to increase efficiency of an organization and also increase the value employees contribute to business.
On the money, and they don't even have to go out of the way to use the product. It fits seamlessly into Microsoft Teams.
Wow, it just keeps getting better. That's amazing. But speaking of money, why did you remind the guys what's in it for them?
Sure thing. So as always, it's 100% revenue recognition and a sales comm split of 50-50. Time is money, and Verde helps you save time and make money.
Guys, I'm sure that you know a few customers who would love to see something like this at work. So feel free to reach out to get the conversation started with your customer, and let's make some money for us and for them.
We hope you enjoyed this SkyRocket session. Tune in next week as we discuss Power BI.
Cheers, guys. Stay safe.